Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please click on the subscribe button. I make videos twice a week on Monday and on Friday. And I talk about money, I talk about finances, I talk about how to save money, and I also talk about jewelries and handbags. So if you like those kind of videos, please click on the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my video. In this video, I want to talk about how to go from being broke to being rich. I have a dear friend of mine who is living in a house that is paid for by the government, and she has a few kids, and this year she'll be getting back $15,000 from her taxes. And I suggested to her that instead of taking that money and buying a lot of things for her and her kids, because she's already planning on buying a lot of things for her and her children. And I suggested to her that here where we live, there are so many foreclosures that she could take that money, that $15,000, she could buy a house that is about $12,000 and put the rest of the $3,000 into fixing up the house. She and her kids could do it. And she said no, she couldn't do that. She doesn't want to lose her assistant from the government. She loves where she lives, and she loves having her house being paid for. So I told her that with this kind of mindset that she has, she's going to remain poor, and she's going to remain looking for help from the government and from other people. I suggested to her that if she bought that house and now she's no longer in poverty, she has her own place to stay and she has that pride, and next year she would still make the same amount of money, and she could turn around and take that money and invest it into another property. Now she has a rental property. And I explained all of this to her because it's really easy to get out of poverty if you have the mindset of making it, if you have the mindset of not being poor forever, if you have a mindset. But in order for you to do that, you have to be willing to sacrifice a lot of luxury. You have to be willing to sacrifice a lot of things right now so you can enjoy the benefit of your sacrifice in the future. If she were to put that money into buying a property, the house that she bought for $10,000-$15,000 could immediately rise to $100,000, because these foreclosed homes are really expensive, and they were almost paid off, and previous owners were unable to make maybe 2 or 3 mortgage payment, and then they lose their house that is worth thousands of dollars. So if you end up buying that house, you literally just got a house which is worth $100,000 for $10,000, sometimes even $15,000. So I explained all of that to her, how easy she could, from this year, if she did that this year, how easy for her not to be in poverty anymore, how easy it is for her not to be poor, how easy it is for her not to be under getting help from the government anymore. She did not like that. She did not appreciate it. I told her that. But I'm just putting this video out there to help somebody, because it is really easy if you are ready and you're willing to make the sacrifices. Like I told her, your kids have been living really good the whole year. So what difference does it make if you put that money into investment? You didn't have that money to begin with. Now that you have that bulk of money, you could put that into a good use. You could put that into taking you out of poverty. So yeah, I explained all of this to her, but she didn't like it. But I thought, hey, let me make a video of it. Maybe this could help someone. So like next year, for example, if she makes $10,000 or even $15,000, which I am sure she has been making that for such a long time, she could end up investing that money again into the housing market and get another property and then rent that property out. And then the next year she could buy another property, and she could actually buy 2 the next year because she's getting the income from this property. She could save it, add more money next year, and automatically she's out of poverty. She's out of having to depend on the government to take care of her, or having to depend on churches to feed her and all of that stuff. So it is quite easy if you're willing to make the sacrifice, if you're willing to use a little bit of wisdom and invest your money. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope this video was able to help someone out there. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.